Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today I'm going to be doing stages 39 to 44 of the Fanhome release and build the 1989 Batmobile. Now if you check out this box I've got here, this is the Batmobile at the moment. It's all in bits and we're obviously doing a lot of different areas at different times. So I have no idea what we're building today. I don't know if this is still available. Once again, in the video description, I've got all my links, including that QR code on the screen, but we're going to find that out together. So let's open these magazines and see exactly what we are doing. Let's get cracking. Okay, so we're going to start with stage 39. Here is the magazine, and we're going to be doing the left side exhaust pipes, which look just like this, putting these together like that. And it looks like we do have a surround here, which we're going to be putting these on. I've got a feeling this whole pack is just to do with these things here, but we'll see. And this is the rest of the magazine. So here we go. This is stage 39 parts here. And once again, every single thing is individually wrapped. So I've got to open every individual bag. And that's what pretty much takes the time. So first thing I'm going to do, I don't think we have to use any glue in this, even though we're just taking like two parts of this pipe here and pushing them together. They go together really hard, so they're not going to separate. So we don't need glue. So we've made this little one here. And then I'm going to be putting another part of the exhaust here, which we do have a locating lug, as you see there. So it's a case of lining that up so they can go like that and putting a B screw through this side, just like this. So that flange screw now is just going to hold that part of the pipe in. Now we need to put the other side of this on, which is this piece here, which goes over the top, just like that. This time we're going to be putting a D screw through this side. Here we go. So we have a little pipe like that. We're then going to be taking these two parts here. I don't know what they are. I've got no idea what they are, but these are going to be going together. These are metal, by the way. So that's looking like that. And again, we're going to be using a D screw to actually put in this pipe. So the pipe's actually going to go in this way, and there is locating lugs on this. So it needs to fit flush in there. And I'm holding it in with one of these D screws here. Perfect. That also holds together this metal plate. So in stage 38, we had this. This is what we're actually going to be building up to at the moment, which means I need to take these two parts we got here and put these into place. So we've got some locating lugs here. That's going to hold all of that in place like that. Now I need some A screws, which I've got here. And this is what's going to hold this into place here. And get that in nice and tight. There we go. So that's not moving anywhere. And then finally, we're going to be adding this large pipe here, which is just going to go down the hole at the bottom. And the other side is going to be going in there. Grab a D screw and hold that in from this side here. So that can't go anywhere now. And then finally, all we've got left to do is put this little table-like piece in. It's actually going to go into the hole at the top here. Push that in. So now that looks just like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 40, I'm guessing we're still building onto that. So here's the magazine. And we've got the left air intake now, which we are adding onto this now. So that's going to look just like that. Rest of the magazine. Once again, big parts, but every single thing is wrapped up. This massive exhaust cone here is metal, as you can hear. Okay, just move this to one side because the first thing I need is this pipe looking just like this. Bring over what we've been working on. And this is actually going to be going into the slot that we can see here. Getting that in. So then the other side can just sit just at the base there. It's held in with E screws from the other side. And I need two of these E screws. And what you've got to remember is what I'm building here, I'm probably going to have to build again because there's two of these. There you go, that's in place. Then I've got this cap here. Now I'm just trying to think what way round they've actually got this. I'm just looking if this can go any other way. Now I'm looking at the last picture because it's hard to figure out what way round it goes. I think it goes that way round. In the last picture, that's how that looks. So I'm hoping that's right. Okay, I've got two little parts here that to go in now, which is kind of like a cap, which I'm going to need to put this hinge together here. So this can open and close. It is going to be a bit tricky to get this in, but I have managed to do it. It's actually holding itself in like that, so it can close and open. So this is going to be going in here. There is a locating lug, so that's going to go in just like that. It's held in from the other side with a D screw, just through there. Perfect. And now I'm going to be creating this exhaust. So we've got this panel here, which is going to be going in, and this is going to be sitting in this side. There is a little notch here, if you can see. So I need to make sure this notch here is facing down. If it's not looking like it's flush, flip it round like I've just done there. There we go. That's in flush now, just like that. And then we're holding that in by putting this other side on. Now, even though this is all metal, this side is plastic. But that's going to stop that falling out. It's just a clip in at the moment. But we do need a B screw, which is a flange screw here, which is actually going to hold this into place. So it's going to be going into this side, just like this here, this way round, over the lugs. There you go. Make sure that fits all the way down on both sides and tighten this up. Going to use my PH1 screwdriver here, I think. Just get this one in on this side. And there you go. That's looking pretty impressive. And because of the weight of this metal, it is really heavy as well. Okay, that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 41, here's the instructions. And we've got the other side now. So you can pretty much guess exactly what we're going to be doing now. All going to be about doing the other side. And this is actually quite a simple one to do, because what we're going to be doing is having this way round. And we did do this in the last pack. We've got a little black detail, which is just going to push into there like that. Next to it, I've got this little detail here, which pushes in there. Again, it doesn't matter which way round it goes. Turn this over this way round, and then I've got this little detail here, which is going to be going on top of this section here. So it sits in just like that, and that's held in with one of the D screws. It's all coming back to me now, because obviously we did this before. And with that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 42, I'm believing, is what we actually started this build with. Again, we're putting this exhaust together here, so we'll whiz through that this time. And here's the rest of the magazine. Once again, everything individually wrapped. Have to open it all up. And exactly as we started this stage, put these two pipes together. Put the end on here by lining the lug up and attaching this with a B screw. I don't need to open the pack, I already had a B screw from the last stage. Put the other side on, just like that, and hold that in with a D screw. Put these two metal plates together here, just like that. Put this into place, so this goes this way round and fits in just like that. And again, D screw to hold that in. Put this in place on here. So again, we've got two lugs here, just going to be going into the holes there and there. And I need an A screw just through the hole here to hold that into place. Get the long pipe here. Again, put this into the hole just there. The other side into the indent just there. That's going to be held in with a D screw. And then once again, we've just got this table-like piece to put on the top, which just pushes down like that. That's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 43, we're building onto that. Again, here's the instructions, the big cone-shaped exhaust piece here. Let's get everything open. God, I can't believe how heavy that is. So once again, we've got the pipes here. So we're going to be putting the little slanted section into the hole just there. Putting that in place and holding that in with 2 E-screws from the other side. So that's in like that. We're going to create this little cap again, which is just a case of pushing the hinge into here. There you go, nice and easy now, like that. We're going to be putting this onto here again. So when I put this on, what I'm looking for is to get this piece here in line with the exhaust, because then the cap I've just made can actually just go in here like this. Perfect. Held in with a D screw from this side here. Nice. So that can still now open and close. We're going to once again create this grill. So the notch section here is facing down. And again, if it doesn't seem to be fitting flush, just flip that the other way around. But that's fitting flush on mine. Push the top over here, which will stop that falling out. So that's good. Then we're going to be mounting this into place. This way round, over the top here. And it's held in with the flanged B screws. So as you can see, it looks like we've created 2 of these now. I don't know what we're doing in the last stage. So the last stage of this pack, stage 44, here's the instructions. We are now going to be doing the left seat. We're starting one of the seats. Excellent. Not a lot to do with this one, to be honest with you. So there's the instructions. And here is stage 44 here. Let's have a look at the seat. I'll be honest with you, I'm just looking at the seat now and I am really impressed with this. Okay, it's a very soft material here. I can just take this off here so you can see how flexible this is. Got a lot of detail in it as well. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, we've got a plate to put in first. And basically this plate is going to be sort of like a standoff for this to go in. So basically this is going to be going into the positions just here, here and here. And what's going to happen is when I push this through, you want these to be coming out the bottom, because I'm guessing that's what we're going to be affixing the chair to the floor is. Looking like that. Now I want to hold this in with T-screws, just in the 2 places here, so that plate can't go anywhere. And eventually that is going to be going into the Batmobile. But for now, to keep this safe, what I can do is just put this the way it came by slotting this in here, just to give you an idea of how the seat is going to look. But that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. That was actually an enjoyable pack. Look at these looking like that. I like that. And once again, I do like showing them off on camera like this, because you get to see with my international unit of measure how these look. Very good. And I love the material as well. I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.